So now we understand the key stakeholders a little better and have a deeper understanding of trust being a key driver. I hope you now read through and understand the importance of consensus and better understand how conformity can be led by minimum requirements in the industry and what are the possible gaps that you have now most likely started to see where opportunities exist. In this module, we enhance our comprehension and understanding of demand. There is a need for quantification, as we talked about earlier, measurement, quantifying the need of establishing trust a little further. We look at what is it that is sought when spending money. Quality, safety, reliability, performance. These are some of the parameters on which certainty is always sought. There is a need for repeatability, and this becomes a key driver of standardization. We seek all of these parameters to be repeatable, for which we need to define them, measure them, and a whole thing around this, which we talked about earlier. And as I mentioned, this is how standards come to be. So there is a need for certainty, which drives the standards sub-industry as a word. You have standards now. And this need for certainty, unfortunately, does not last long enough. Are you wondering why? Well, it's the human trigger, the dichotomy that drives the human race to progress, challenging the status quo. Whenever we have something in the same state for a very, very long time, and this long time is contentious, could be something, there is a need for change. And this need for change is something that always drives innovation. Now, I don't need to delve into the human behavior here, but this is something which is a very, very basic demand, that on one side we have standardization and on the other we have innovation. You could call these two as the two key goals and goalposts, which are integral to almost all industries in general, and they form the basic driver for the tech industry. The tech industry heavily relies on this basic human behavior, business behavior, and a tendency to move between standardization, which means having repeatability, and innovation, which means going beyond the standard. Knowing how entrepreneurs, customers, governments move forward and backward between these two exactly can help you ride a wave or create a new one. Now, just imagine all the industries that you thought about, you knew about, or you didn't know about, and the spread of raw materials, products, solutions, services that exist, and the supply chains that need standardization and innovation, and how they can potentially create opportunity. So here's your exercise till now. Spot and list 5 raw materials or products or solutions or services where standards do not exist, and another 5 where standards have existed far too long and they could do with some more innovation. Can you think of these? Please submit them in the task.